Well, my friends, you know what they say. The best laid plans. This mama's heart is broken. So yesterday, we got a phone call. We were at the church decorating and got a phone call from Andrew. I couldn't even understand a word he was saying. He was so upset. Finally, he calmed down enough that I could understand him. And he was letting me know that as of 7 o'clock last night, he was being escorted from his apartment into quarantine. Yep. Thursday night at Holy Thursday Mass, he sang in the choir. They were all very socially distanced and everything, but apparently on Friday, Friday afternoon, one of the choir kids got tapped for a random COVID test, because they do that, and they were positive. So Andrew was considered contact because of being in the choir. So he has to go into quarantine. He has the choice to quarantine at home, come home and quarantine, or quarantine at school. And he chose to stay at school because he was afraid if he is positive, which he doesn't feel he is, he didn't want to bring it home to any of us. And he just thinks it'll be easier at school because he can be tested next Thursday. And if he's negative, he gets released from quarantine on Saturday. So he just figured it would be easier to stay at school. But he is devastated that, we had plans for tomorrow. We had plans for Easter. We were going out to dinner. We were going to hang out back at our hotel and play some games and stuff. So he is just devastated. So am I. But, we've been texting and calling, and I said, it could be a lot worse. There's a lot worse going on in the world. And he understands that. It's just his reality right now. So we are going to still go down, and take Adam to dinner because it's the right thing to do. And we are going to get takeout. I'm actually going to call the restaurant as soon as they open and make sure I can do this. But I'm going to order a takeout dinner for Andrew. And we are allowed to, he's in the isolation dorm. The isolation dorm has a porch. He's allowed to come out on the porch, and we're allowed to stand 6 feet away and talk with him and see him. And we can put stuff on the porch for him and he can take it. So we're going to order him a nice Easter dinner. He wants lamb. So I'm going to call the restaurant today and make sure I can do that. And take him his Easter basket and everything. So at least we'll get to see him, but womp womp. And now the prayers are just to hope he tests negative. He's missing one big track meet. And then he has another one on the 16th, and that's the one Doug and I are driving down to Maryland for and staying overnight again. So we're hoping he tests negative and he can compete in that meet so we can see him. Yeah, this is so hard. It's so hard. So please send out some prayers and positive thoughts for my boy. Anyway, that was how my Friday night went. We had, our church services yesterday. Like I said in Thursday's video, Good Friday is the only day in the entire year that there is no Catholic Mass celebrated anywhere around the world. It is just a service. So we did have that. It was very nice, very moving as always. We had a completely packed house in the church. Doug and I were ushering. We had a completely packed house in the church, and we had 100 people in the overflow in the hall. We weren't even going to open the hall for Good Friday because we didn't think we would max out. And oh my gosh, so we scrambled to get the hall open and set up. And I'm so glad. It was awesome. that many people were there. So that was good. It was beautiful. And then afterwards, we waited until we just hung out after church. I'm getting ready to boil water here. Sorry. We hung out after Mass just because there was no point in coming home because we had to be right back at 5 o'clock to start decorating. And it looks stunning. And that's when I got the phone call from Andrew, when we were in the middle of decorating. So it was a rough night. I will put in, right after this clip, I will put in some video. I videoed after we were done decorating, how beautiful it looks. And we had to decorate the church and we had to decorate the hall a little bit because we're using the hall for overflow. They live stream the Mass on a big TV in the hall for overflow. So we had to decorate over there. We just decorated a little bit. I forgot to take a picture. It looked beautiful. Don't get me wrong. We probably had about, I don't know, 30 plants over there. So that looked good, but oh my gosh, I think the church looks stunning, but then again, I'm a little bit, partial. So, but I will definitely put that video clip in of the different areas that we decorated. And right now I am going to get coffee and tea made. We're having sourdough pancakes for breakfast. Get those made, and we need to get our act together and get out of here. We're going to drive over Grace's, Adam's girlfriend. She lives about 25 minutes away. We're going to drive over there and drop off her Easter basket to her this morning. And then we are going to hit the lumber yard and get the lumber for the chicken coop. So we can get that here and have it all ready. And then Monday when we get home from Maryland, Doug's going to start on the cut list for that. And then Tuesday, we're going to start the build. So it's getting real. It's getting exciting. So I was really getting excited last night because the other woman that's part of the decorating committee, her and I kind of are run the whole thing. We were talking, she has chickens. So, we were picking her brain and, talking about chickens and everything. So that was nice. That kind of took my mind off of Andrew a little bit. And it's so hard. But anyway, I'm going to go get moving here, and I'll be back and I'll show you my blueberry pancakes. Not that you haven't seen them a million times before. For breakfast this morning, I have 4 pancakes, 1 point per pancake, and on all plans. And I have 2 points worth of maple syrup and 1 point's worth of sausage. So 7 points for my breakfast this morning. Here are the boxes of seed potatoes that we are going to plant. We cut them about 36 hours ago. You're supposed to cut them and make sure each one has a like an eye on it, and let them sit and dry out, which they did perfectly. And then we just plant them in the ground with the eye facing up. And hopefully we will get a nice big crop of potatoes. We have some white all-purpose potatoes and some red potatoes. So I guess we'll find out in like August or September. It is so cold outside. It's only like 37 degrees, I think. Doug is out there digging the trench for our potato planting. I'm gonna go out and help him as soon as I get done my inside chores. This will be our first time trying out potatoes, so I'm excited. I really hope it works. If it doesn't, it wasn't too much of an investment. We did buy some seed potatoes. I think it cost us about $15. So a little bit of time, a little bit of money, and if it works and it yields us a huge crop of potatoes, then I will be so thrilled. If it doesn't, then we'll drop back, punt, and try something out next year. So we will see. So we are heading out on our errands, and those include going over to Grace's house to deliver her Easter basket. And she has an Easter basket for Adam she asked us to take down to him tomorrow, so we'll pick that up from her. And then heading to the lumber yard. I'm not sure, are we going to the lumber yard in Pittman or? No, oh, we're going to Lowe's. To start getting the first load of lumber for the coop. We're not going to be able to fit it all in the van. We probably should have gotten my brother's truck, but that's okay. We can get what we need to get started at least. So that's the plan. And when I get home, I need to clean up. The house is a little messy for my taste. And I have laundry to do. So that's my day. We have to leave for church about 7-ish, a little before 7, get there at 7 for 8 o'clock. And I want to get another shower and get my hair washed, and it's really bright and everything. So we'll probably skip lunch today and have an early dinner, just so I can get done, get cleaned up, and not have to rush. That's the plan. I still need to figure out what we're taking clothes-wise tomorrow and just pack a quick, overnight bag for that. I think I'm just going to wear jeans on the way down and take my dress for dinner. And hopefully check into the hotel. Hopefully our room will be ready and I can get changed there before dinner. Because my other option was to change at Andrew's apartment, but we know that's not happening. So I just don't feel like driving down there in a dress and pantyhose. So we'll see. That's about it. So I will be back when we are getting our lumber, or when I don't know. At some point I'll be back. See you then. Okay, we made it to Lowe's. Doug is looking over the design plans, and we are going to start filling up our little cart here with the first of the lumber that we're going to need. Picking out our lumber, making sure it's somewhat straight. We need 72 2x3s. So loading all this was easy because the guys from Lowe's helped us do it. Now we get to unload it all by ourselves. My chicken man can't wait to get started. So he is out here just leveling the ground. and putting in the pavers that the coop is going to sit on top of. The area in back of that, up against the fence, we're going to dig all out and put stone back there because we won't be able to get back there to mow, but we don't want the coop flush up against the fence. So he's getting started, and I'm going to get started on some dinner and get in the shower and hopefully be ready with time to spare before we have to leave. And just a cute shot of Aria because, well, she's so cute. Say hi, Aria. No, she doesn't want to say hi. Okay, time for dinner. And dinner tonight is a grilled pork chop, 3 ounces for 2 points. It's a lean, boneless pork chop. I have 3 ounces of roasted sweet potatoes for 3 points on green and on blue, and 0 on purple. And some roasted asparagus for 0 on all plans. So purple, we've got 2 points. Blue, we've got 5 points, and green, we have 5 points. Okay, we are heading to church. We are showered, shampooed, and shined, and heading out. And I only forgot one thing. I had something to take to Denise, and I forgot it. Oops, wasn't important. We got, what did we get done? Doug got some of the leveling done for the cinder block where the coop is gonna sit. Got dinner done, got cleaned up, and then I took a nap. I was watching, I said, I'm gonna just sit for 10 minutes and watch the Phillies game. Yeah, the minute I sat down and put my feet up,
she was out in 30 seconds.
I was out in 30 seconds, he said. I was so tired. And I probably slept for, what? Half an hour. He let me sleep and then woke me up to get ready. It felt good, and it's gonna be a late night by the time we get out of church and then get home. And I think I want to make some chocolate chip cookies tonight, at least the dough, and I'll just let it chill overnight and then bake them early tomorrow morning, just to take to Andrew. I just feel so bad. So I thought some homemade chocolate chips from Mom would make him feel a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. So it'll make me feel better. So I think I'm going to do it. And we should be home by, I would say 10:30. So I can get it mixed up pretty quickly. And we need to pack tonight. I just want to get everything that we're taking with us. And I have to do a load of laundry because I had my good jeans on today, my favorite jeans, and I got them dirty moving the wood. So I need to do a load of laundry. So I have a lot to do tonight. My goal is to be in bed by midnight. We'll see if that happens. So anyway, I will probably not get any footage during Mass. Like I said, for the whole first half hour, it's pitch black dark in there. So that's not good for recording. But I will talk to you when we're done. See you soon. Well, my friends, we are home from church. We got home right around 10 o'clock, a little bit after. It was absolutely gorgeous. I just love the Easter Vigil. It was beautiful. Was well attended. And I did put a couple clips before this from the beginning, but that's about all I got. I haven't even looked at it yet, so I hope it came out because it was pitch black dark. So anyway, I am going to mix up a quick batch of chocolate chip cookie dough and put it in the fridge, and then get up early tomorrow morning and bake them and package those up and put those with Andrew's stuff to take to him tomorrow. Because, you know, yeah. So we are still going. I mean, you know, at least we'll get to see him. He seems to be doing a little bit better. He's just sad, and that makes me sad. But hopefully he'll like his Easter basket and everything else I picked up for him today. He wanted bananas and mandarins and Doritos. So, you know, I picked him up all that stuff, and we'll see. So I will be back tomorrow morning. I will show you what we have for breakfast before we hit the road. I will show you the boys' Easter baskets now. I'll turn you around and show you those. Hang on. Here is Andrew's Easter basket with all his favorite things, and a cute little personalized cookie, and a big, huge chocolate chip cookie, Amazon gift card, and a bunch of other stuff. This isn't their regular Easter baskets. They've had the same Easter baskets since they were babies, and I'm not taking those down to school because we'll never see them again. And there's Adam's, pretty much all the same things in Adam's except some of his favorite candies. I try to personalize them a little bit. And then, of course, somebody's been into Mr. Doug's Easter basket already. One of the things Doug gave up for Lent was chocolate. So when he saw that chocolate chip, yeah, he went for it. And Lent is over. As soon as, you know, Easter's, the vigil's here, we're done. He ate chocolate. So there are my guys' Easter baskets. And Doug's would have been a lot bigger, but he asked me not to, so. Happy Easter, my friends. It is Sunday, Easter morning. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Easter if you celebrate it. If you celebrate Passover, I hope you had a wonderful Passover this past week. I do love the holidays. I like them better during non-COVID times and when I can actually see my children in person, but so be it. This too shall pass, and things will get better. That is the promise that we have been made 2,000 years ago. And that's the one I'm holding on to. So I am up nice and early on this Sunday so I can pack for our overnight jaunt, so I can get Andrew's cookies baked and get my act together. Although I just got a message from FedEx that I have a package out for delivery. I really hope, it says it's on the truck for delivery, but it's not going to be delivered till tomorrow. I really hope it's not going to be delivered till tomorrow because it's a pretty huge package from New Air. Yes, New Air again. And I don't want it sitting on my porch. So if I get an email that it was delivered, I'm going to have to call my brother and see if he can come and put it in the house for me. Why would they deliver on Easter? Why? So I'm really hoping it's tomorrow, but we shall see. What else? That's about it. I'm going to, like I said, get Andrew's cookies baking, and I'm going to, I don't know why I'm opening all the blinds, because I'm going to shut them when we leave. Why am I doing this? Yeah, I'm going to stop. I'm going to get my plants watered and all that stuff so I don't have to worry about that. Get breakfast made and get our butts on the road. That's my plan. So I will be back and I will show you what we are having for breakfast and all that fun stuff. Okay, breakfast this morning is 2 eggs over light, or dippy eggs as we call them. 0 points on purple and blue and 4 points on green. I have 2 Jones's chicken sausage links for 1 point on all plans, and one of my homemade English muffins for 3 points. And Doug put the butter on my English muffin, so points worth of butter on that today. Okay, we are on the road. A little bit later than we wanted to be. We took the dog over to my brother's and of course chit-chatted. And then we have to come back past our house to get on the highway, and as we were approaching, Doug's like, you know, I forgot to use the bathroom before we left. I'm going to just stop and use the bathroom. And when we got to our house, FedEx was there. So, crisis averted. It worked out perfectly. We were able to bring the item inside and not have to call my brother to do it. So, sometimes things work out. I talked to Andrew this morning on the phone, and he sounds so much better. I told Doug, though, I said, I think he has, like, what the elderly get, like the sundown syndrome. I said he gets kind of sad at night, and I get that, because you're alone, and, you know, he's used to being in an apartment with 4 other guys. So, he is really looking forward to seeing us, and I'm looking forward to seeing him and giving him some treats. So, that's what we're doing. I think we were going to go check into the hotel. No, we were going to go to the school, give Andrew his treats, check into the hotel, get changed, go back to the school, grab Adam, and then go to the restaurant. But now that we're a little bit late, I think we're going to go directly to the hotel and get changed, then head over to the school, give Andrew his treats, grab Adam, and go. It'll all work out. It is what it is. So we have a nice 2.5 hour ride in front of us, and as always, I brought things to do. I brought my menu to work on. I brought my laptop to do some editing, and yesterday I had to run into Dollar Tree to get, Andrew needed a pair of nail clippers. So I just ran into Dollar Tree to get them, and they always have a display of magazines, and they had this one, and I picked it up. Cast iron cooking, and it looked interesting, and I love using my cast iron. Love it, love it, love it. I love that it goes from stovetop to oven and everything. So I decided to pick this up for $1 and see what it was all about. So I'm going to sit and read that while we're driving and just chit chat with Doug and catch up with him.
Take a nap.
Take a nap. Oh, he said take a nap. I don't know if I'm going to take a nap. You know, it's funny how you live with someone. You're with someone pretty much 24/7, and we are with each other pretty much 24/7. But like sometimes you just feel like a little disconnect. Like yesterday, you know, like we were getting all the lumber, and then we were moving the lumber, and then I was preparing dinner while Doug was out in the yard working on leveling the ground and stuff. And even though we're together, we're not communicating and stuff. So sometimes it's nice just to have this time in the car to catch up on things. And I also need to catch up on some YouTube videos. So I know there's some tags out there that I want to watch, and a couple other videos. So plan on doing that. So I have a lot to cram into my 2.5 hour drive. If we see anything great or if anything fun, I will certainly bring you along. Now tomorrow we're going to try to get home at a decent hour, but I do want to make a stop at the massively huge Joan's Fabrics on the way home. I saw some fabric there last time that I wanted to get, and I didn't get it. Well, I didn't know if I didn't know I wanted it at the time, so I just want to pick some of that up and see if they have anything on clearance, since it'll be after the holiday. But I will be back shortly. I am going to go enjoy my cup of tea. I had a bit of a snackcident. You know my weakness. You know my weakness is cookies. Yeah. Had a few too many cookies this morning. I had to taste them, right? It was a new recipe. I should have tasted 1, but no, I tasted 4. But Doug went 4. I think it was 4. I hope it was only 4. I'm human, people. I'm human. So the cookies are now out of the house. Andrew's are packaged up. I took a bunch to my brother and sister-in-law, and there were about a dozen left. I put them in the freezer. I figure on Tuesday, when Doug and my brother are, I always say my brother, I don't know why I don't call him by name, Mary and Joey. When Joey is helping helping Doug with the coop, and I'll make them lunch. I figure I'll pull the cookies out of the freezer, and that'll be their dessert. Fun fact, my oldest sister, the one that passed away, her name was Arlene. And then my mom got stuck on the J's. She went Arlene, Joseph, Jean, and Joan. Yeah. My sister Arlene was named after Arlene Francis. Does anybody know who Arlene Francis is? That's going way back. But my mom loved the name, and that's what she named her. So, I don't know where the rest of them came from. I'm not sure.
Was Joseph your grandfather's?
I think Joseph was my grandfather's middle name. Yes. Jean, my grandmother, her Polish name is Genowifa, which translates to Genevieve, and nobody ever called her that. They called her Jean. So that's where Jean came from. Not quite sure where my name came from.
Not you were supposed.
No idea. I think I was supposed to be Joanne, and then like it changed to Joan. I'm not sure. So I don't even know where my kids' names came from. We just like them is how it came down to it. Andrew is Andrew John, and John comes from both my father and Doug's father's first names were John. Although my dad didn't go by John, he went by Russ, and that happens to be my nephew's name. And Adam is Adam Russell, and we named him middle name Russell for my dad, who only went by Russ. So there's just some boring facts about us. I'll be back when we do something interesting. We are pulling into Emmitsburg. It's disappeared. That mountain right there, they call it Mary's Mountain, and that's where the college sits. But we are pulling into our hotel first, actually, which is really, really close to the school. We're gonna check in, get changed, and then go over and see our boys. I cannot wait. Here is our home away from home for the night. We're on the first floor. This place is a ghost town. It is really empty. I have never seen this hotel this empty before, but not surprising on a holiday weekend during a pandemic. Well, not the Easter we intended, but at least we get to see him in person. Wave hi, Andrew.
He doesn't want to wave hi.
He doesn't want to wave hi. He's miserable. But we brought him provisions. That'll make him happy, right?
Yeah.
Homemade chocolate chip cookies, lots of junk, lots of fruit. He'll be happy eventually. So we are back from dinner. Oh my gosh, that was so much food. It was ridiculous. It was served family style. I should have taken pictures. You saw all the pictures. I should have taken pictures of the amount of food for 3 people. It was crazy. They gave us all the leftovers. We ended up taking them all for Andrew, and he's like, "Why did you bring me so much food?" I'm like, "That's what was left, buddy." It started off with the cheese plate, and then from the cheese plate Doug and I had salad. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. It was mixed greens with mandarin oranges and candied, what were they?
Walnuts.
Walnuts or pecans? Walnuts. Feta cheese and poppy seed, like a lemon poppy seed dressing, I guess. So good. Like that could have been my dinner. A big bowl of that. And then we had crab dip. And then they brought a huge crab dip for 3 people. And then they brought out dinner, which was shrimp scampi, lamb, ham, salmon, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, green beans, and carrots. So much food. I overate. I'm not going to lie to you. I overate. It was so good. And then I forgot to take a picture of the dessert plate. It was like little miniature desserts, like a little miniature cannoli, this chocolate cup filled with like chocolate peanut butter mousse. So good. And just like a bunch of other little things. I actually did really well with dessert. I actually did really, I say I overate, and I did eat more than I should have, but it wasn't horrible. I ate more of the um, crab dip than I should have. I definitely ate more of the crab dip. But I did snack, but the crab dip came with veggies, and I did have some veggies. But it was really, really good. But now we're like, so we took dinner back to Andrew, and he really enjoyed that. And now we're back at the hotel because there's like nothing to do. We probably should have just gone home tonight, but Doug said he was too full to drive anyway. So tomorrow we're going to pop over before we leave and say goodbye to both the boys. It was so hard not hugging Andrew. And Andrew was like crazy, like would not let it. He's like, just drop it and back away. Like he's really, really concerned, you know, in case he is positive. He doesn't want to get us sick. And that's his heart. That's how he is. So yeah, we'll pop over there tomorrow morning and see both of them. I know Adam has a class from 9 to 9:50, and then he doesn't have another one until noon. So we'll pop over there, check out 11 here. We'll probably be out by before then. So we'll pop over, say goodbye to him. I have to find out when Andrew's classes are, and we'll pop over and say goodbye to him. See if there's anything they need. Maybe I'll take them. Oh, that's what I'll do. There's a brand new Dunkin'. I'll take them each a Dunkin' treat. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I know what they like, so I'll take them both a Dunkin' treat when we see them and say goodbye, because that's what mamas do. So anyway, that will be it for me for the night. I am going to sit here and play Game Pigeon with Andrew. Somebody's taking a nap. Yeah. And I don't even know if there's anything to watch on TV tonight. That basketball game last night was so good. The Gonzaga and the UCLA. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But nothing on, no basketball on. And my Phillies already played today and won 3 in a row. Woo woo. So I'm sure there's probably some Sunday night baseball on or something we'll watch. And I still have my menu to work on. So I have things to do. Unfortunately, the exercise room is closed. So I might do some sort of workout tonight. I forgot to tell you about my April Apple Watch challenge. You know how I said that this year I want to do every challenge? Oh my gosh. They're trying to kill me. April, I have to close my move ring, my red ring, 29 times. That's only one day off. That's the hardest ring for me to close. And that's only one day off. And guess what day that's going to be? Today, unless I do a workout. Because right now I'm only at, I think, 50% of it. So I need to do some serious working out to do that. So maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll just do a little HIIT training or something tonight in the room and call it a night. We'll see. And then we'll do some yoga before bed. But anyway, so I am signing off for the night. And I will be back tomorrow. This ended up being a 3-day vlog because I can't upload in the hotel. So I might as well bring you along tomorrow for whatever it is we do. Doug's going to, I think, work on the coop a little bit when we get home. And I have a couple things I need to do. So I will bring that to you. I hope everyone had a very happy Easter. And I will talk to you soon. It is Monday morning. And as expected, the breakfast at the hotel is really pared down because of COVID. Not a lot of great choices. They have this yogurt. It is 3 points for 4 ounces, which isn't horrible, I guess. And it is... Oh, God, I don't like the ingredients. But beggars can't be choosers, right? It's non-fat, which I kind of wish it had a little bit of fat to keep me, but that's okay. So that's 3 points, and I have a cup of tea, and there's really no other, there's muffins, but they're high in points. There's not a lot of great options. What I really want to do is go up to Dunkin' and get a big old Dunkin' bagel with cream cheese, but I'm not going to use 15 points. So I'll eat this. I should have packed stuff, but we just weren't sure of what was going to be going on. And we are leaving early. We're going to get the boys Dunkin', drop it off, and get on the road by 11. So I'm not going to starve. Hunger is not an emergency. So I'm going to eat this, drink my tea, and call it breakfast. Hello, my friends, again. So, that yogurt was horrible. It tasted so nasty and artificial. It's amazing how when you're, I'm watching Doug pull out. This is scary.
Very tight parking lot.
Very tight parking lot. We just dropped off some Dunkin' to the boys. Adam wanted a Dunkin' breakfast sandwich and Andrew wanted a bagel. So we just did that, and now we are heading home. It was good to see him. Andrew feels good. He doesn't feel sick or anything, so that is a huge, huge plus. He was tested this morning. He has to get tested. At first, we thought he was just going to test on Thursday, which is his normal test day. But he's going to test Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. And if he's negative all 3 days, he can throw on Sunday at George Mason. So, positive thoughts and prayers, please, my friends. So, Doug bought a bagel at Dunkin'. I'm fixing that for him now. I chose not to because I just can't spend 15 points on that. Like I said, that yogurt was horrible. So, we ditched the yogurt, and I had a little bowl of Raisin Bran, which was 4 points, with a little bit of milk, which was probably, I couldn't really measure, it was probably a point or two's worth of milk. We're going to stop at Royal Farms. I'm going to get some chicken because honestly, I'm hungry. And it's not boredom and it's not head hunger. It's hunger because a 3/4 cup of Raisin Bran ain't cutting the mustard. No, but it was what was there, and I decided that would be a better choice than a 15-point bagel at Dunkin'. The bagel is 11 points and the cream cheese would be like 4 or 5 points. Before we head out though, we're going to go down to a farmer's market that they have here in Emmitsburg. Actually, I think, is it in Emmitsburg or Thermont? I'm not sure, but I'm looking for fig jam because I want to duplicate one of our favorite pizzas. So I'm thinking maybe the farmer's market might have it. I'm not sure. So we're going to head there, and if I can, I'll film. It's a cute little market. Now, the last time we tried to go there, oh, I should have filmed the Golden Mary for you. It's beautiful, and it's sunny today, so she is glistening. The last time we tried to go to the farmer's market, the line was out the door and around the building. So we didn't go. I don't even know if they're open today. But we'll find out. It's only a couple miles down the road, so it's really not out of the way. Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with all this, but we are going to stop at Rofo. I am making your bagel. Somebody's a little hungry. He didn't eat, after I told him how nasty the yogurt was, he didn't even eat his. It's amazing when you're used to homemade, how artificial other things can taste. And it just tasted artificial. Yeah. And I'm not a big Greek yogurt fan, but I do like my homemade, and I do like some fresh fruit in it. And sometimes if I want it a little sweet, I'll add a little monk fruit or a little honey to it. But yeah, it just, no bueno. So, anyway, I will show you my chicken if that's what I choose to do. There's Doug's bagel, garden veggie cream cheese. And who am I kidding? You know I'm going to take a bite, but only a bite. So it was hard leaving Andrew because he's still sad that he's all alone. He just hates being alone. There are, I think he said 4 kids in the isolation dorm, but they're not allowed to mingle or see each other. And I don't even know if he knows who they are, so it is what it is. I'll be back. Oh, right when I started to record, we got that big, oh. I'm thinking it is. Well, not open. Reopening May 1st. So, not a big deal. Like I said, it was only, I don't know, mile down the road, 2 miles down the road. So now we are just going to head on back to Jersey. I am so hungry. Oh my gosh, my stomach is growling. I am so used to a protein-packed breakfast that little bit of Raisin Bran and a couple spoonfuls of yogurt, not cutting it. So we stopped at Royal Farms and got some chicken. We're going to split it. I've talked about this chicken before. It's like 2 points for one and 3 points for two, according to the app. I don't know if I believe that, but I've never had a problem yet. So we are going to share this box of chicken tenders. And we are back in the dirty Jers. So we have about 20-minute ride home from here. I'm gonna drop Doug off so he can get started getting some work done. And I'm gonna run and pick up the dog, unpack, and all that fun stuff. Well, friends, we are home. We are unpacked, and Doug is working on the coop. I'm going to get changed and go out and help him. I just wanted to end this, but I wanted to share what I got in the mail today. I recently canceled my FabFitFun subscription just because, as much as I enjoyed getting the stuff, it was nothing I needed. And now that I'm like decluttering and I just don't want stuff in my house, it's pretty, it's nice, I just don't need it. So I did cancel that subscription, but I picked up another one. This one's a whole lot cheaper, and it's consumable. I don't mind consumable, and it's tea. Hello, it's tea. Denise over at Dish with D told me about this, and I jumped on it. It's $10 a month, and you get 4 loose leaf teas, and you can pick between green tea, black tea, or herbal tea. I'm a black tea drinker, so that's what I chose, of course, and I got my first box today, and I was just going to show it to you real quick in case anybody's a tea drinker. I'm not sponsored. I don't have any kind of links or codes or anything. I can put a link in the description box to their website, but I don't have any discount codes for you. So my first box came, and it has a little bit about the company on it, and I love sustainability. You know I love locally sourced. Well, on the back it talks about how they support other companies and small businesses in the United States. In your first box with your tea, you get 4 reusable linen tea bags. And they are made from North Carolina cotton by a company in Kansas. The box that it comes in is made by a company right in Arkansas. And the thing that really touched my heart, it says, and most importantly, our heroes help support a partnership with a local developmental workplace that provides employment to members of our community that have developmental disabilities. These wonderful people are provided a safe and understanding environment that allows them to be themselves and have the support they need to flourish. That melts my heart. Completely melts my heart. So I was so thrilled to read that. This is definitely a company I can stand behind. And then there's another little card that just talks about the sampler boxes, what you can expect. You get 4 loose teas. And like I said, I chose the black tea box because that's what I like. And I've got Blue Lady Gray. Now, I know for a fact I absolutely love this because Denise gave me hers last month. She liked it but didn't love it. And oh my goodness, Doug and I really liked it. So I'm thrilled to have more. There is an English Black, and I love English breakfast, so I'm guessing I'll like this. There is a Formosa Oolong. It has peach undertones, and it's lightly caffeinated, so that'll make a nice nighttime tea. And then there's Prickly Pear Black. And on the back of each one, it gives you a little bit about the tea. It tells you the origin of the tea. It gives a batch number. It tells you if it's caffeinated, and it gives you directions on how to brew it. You know, like 2 teaspoons per cup. The water should be at 200 degrees, and you steep for 3 to 5 minutes. So I just wanted to share that with you. Like I said, I'm not sponsored. I'm not an affiliate. I don't have a discount, but I will link them below in case you're interested. But it looks like a fabulous company. And like I said, it touched my heart to read their card and what they're all about, supporting other local businesses and especially who they employ. So I just wanted to share that with you before I say goodbye. And for dinner tonight, I have some Maryland crab soup that I have thawing, and that's all we're gonna have is a bowl of that. It's like, I think it's like 1 point, or maybe it's 2 points on blue, 1 point on purple, or 0 points on purple. I'll put it up on the screen if I remember. If not, I'll have the recipe linked below, and it's on my website. As always, any recipe I make, I link in the description box below. Although this weekend, really didn't cook much, did I? So anyway, thank you so much for spending some time with us this weekend. I will be back hopefully, well, I'll be back Wednesday with my abysmal weigh-in because I know, honestly, I'm expecting a 5-pound gain. I am. And it's okay. It'll come right off. I know it will because, let me tell you, I am buckling down. Enough messing around. You know, sometimes you just push the limits a little bit, especially when you're maintaining your lifetime. You tend to push the limits, and I know that I can't push them as far as I have been. So I will be back on Wednesday. I don't know if I'll film tomorrow. You know what? I'll probably film tomorrow, even though I generally take Tuesdays off. I will probably film tomorrow because it is build day. I mean, starting to build the coop. So I probably will film. Show you what we're eating. I know I'm having a high point day tomorrow because Tuesdays are always my high point day. Even though I probably shouldn't because I've had a high point weekend. But the menu was already planned. I'm making stromboli for lunch for the guys, but I will probably not eat that. I will probably stay within my daily points tomorrow. So, what else? Yeah, I might film tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I'll be back for meeting highlights and the abysmal weigh-in. Thursday, it's going to be busy here, so probably no filming. Friday menu, and then weekend vlog. We'll just be working on chicken coop this weekend, I'm sure. And next weekend, we're going away again. Fingers crossed, as long as everybody's healthy and everything. So we will see. So anyway, please, positive thoughts and prayers for Andrew. You know, he'll get through it. That's all we can do. Thanks again, and have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your weekend. Or actually, it's not the weekend anymore. See, I'm so confused when I'm off. Have a great week. I will see you all soon.